the longest bombing raid in history. And the pilot flying this Falcon today, out to our left, is Martin Withers, DFC, the man who captained the Black Buck raid on the Falkland Islands. Here she is.
Should do.
I think she is so beautiful that she counts as art. She is aerial art. And she belongs to all of us. She is the people's aeroplane. We've spent £7 million getting her to this.
Yeah, got it though.
Is the third of the three first-year pilots on the team. Grew up in Colwyn Bay in North Wales and then joined the Royal Air Force after a degree at UVist. He went on to fly the Tornado F3 and most recently was a flying instructor on the Hawk at RAF Valley. And in fact, he was the 2008 solo Hawk display pilot, so some of you may already have seen him display. So as they roll in towards us then, watch as Reds 4 and 5 roll back to form Typhoon. Now we see the shape of Typhoon form, named after the Royal Air Force's newest 4th generation fighter aircraft. In this quarter clover, the pilots get right back to 150 miles an hour and 1 mile above us there. It might sound quite quick to you, 150, but for a jet it's relatively slow. In fact, it's not much more than our takeoff and landing speed. Speed's building down the hill here. The G's building up to 4G as they bottom out. So as you can probably hear, quite a few of Jason's commands to the pilots are emphasised on certain syllables. There's a good reason for this. In these big formations, the pilots need to anticipate their control inputs to maintain perfect position in reference to Jace up front. If they were just to react to his movements, the formation would look saggy and wallow around and it would spoil the spectacle for us on the ground. So that's why Jace emphasises all the commands and the pilots can then input their controls right at the exact moment to maintain the position. So we'll see how this works in the chevron roll. Position in chevron. At the far front left of the chevron is Red 5, Flight Lieutenant Simon Ray. Known as Kermit, he did his second year on the team. He's one of the 2 Kiwi pilots we have on the team. He joined the Royal New Zealand Air Force in 19... He's going to live there as the team forms 9 Arrow and then Swan. So Kermit, Red 5, flew in Australia and New Zealand, but fortunately he knows how to speak both languages fluently. I've got to tell you though, teaching him English has been a particularly difficult job. The team have formed Swan now, big graceful formation as they run in towards us. It's a 4G pull-up here, all maintaining position on the leader, as he calls them into Fred formation. And you can see the formation now change to what we call Fred. Yeah, really, Fred. It is short but feather narrow though. But I can tell you Fred's a lot easier for a commentator like me to say. So as we approach the end of the first half, the team come past us in the Fred bend. So what you've seen in the first half of the show is all the big graceful 9-ship formations. We're going to do something different now. We're going to split the formation into a 5 and a 4. The front 5, reds 1 to 5, are known as Enid, after Edith Blyton's famous 5. And the back 4, reds 6 to 9, are known as Jippo. And they're led by reds 6 and 7, the synchro pair. Enid and Jippo are going to swap in and out during the second half. It's much more dynamic and there are plenty of excellent camera opportunities. And I'll try to keep you looking in the right direction. They're turning in now in dagger formation at about 4G here. That means they're experiencing 4 times the Earth's gravitational pull. So everything in cockpit for them is 4 times heavier than it would be like for us on the ground. That means flying close formation is much more difficult. So as they run in for the first manoeuvre of the second half, the detonator, have your cameras at the ready. Pilots running in now, diving out to 100 feet as they cruise at 800 miles an hour. They're going to pass just 100 feet apart from each other, so there's little room for error. Get your cameras at the ready. And like Kermit, he also was a member of the Royal New Zealand Air Force before he joined the Royal Air Force. Doing an awesome amount of work for serving servicemen and their families, and for ex-servicemen and their families. So in this 90th anniversary year for them, as a mark of respect for them, we dedicate this heart to the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund. Providing the keeping down for this heart is ready, totally the ground up. And it's Duffy,
I'm now working to a different script. How about you?
So am I. Shall I expect you to do the loop again?
Oh, well, I think Vic's decided to do something different. He always was a man who thought for himself. Well, actually, if I listen to what he's saying, I might be able to tell what he's going to do. Well, suddenly it's gone quiet as Flight Lieutenant Scott Loughran takes the power off those 2 big Eurojets, and he comes in towards us at what they call high alpha, high angle of attack. The aircraft pitched up, all being flown by the automatics, by the computer-driven systems, totally fly-by-wire aeroplane. He has the stick fully back, and the aeroplane just takes care of the angle of attack. Soon he'll be putting the engines back up